What's up, guys? Aaron Productions here, and today we're going to be doing a really in-depth review of all the Spectralert series. Now, this video won't be testing them. I'm not sure if I did a review on the advanced where I tested it, but I do have some videos of them testing. So right up there in the eye, there's videos about all of these if you want to see them tested. But right now we're just going to get on with the regular in-depth review of this. We're even going to go as far as the box and the opening tools and like some other things from their series. But so let's get started with the Spectralert Classic. So as you can see here, this is different than the other Spectralert designs, because as you can see with this design, there's no fire lettering at the top, it's only on the sides. There's fire lettering at the side, but it's different. As you can see, the all the other Spectralerts series have like a little smooth design. This one has a little pop-out design. Although the single gang versions do have it just on the side, so it's very much similar to this one, except it has fire lettering on the front. As you can see, our candela window is on the side. These come in candela versions, which is the MCC. I think that's what they call it. Yeah, well, it's just called MC. But they do come in fixed candela versions. I don't think these come in fixed candela. They're all multiple candelas. So that's the difference from this. This thing does have that little circle on there. Not sure why. It must be because of the mold that they put it in. This thing mounts up different. This is the only Spectralert without a mounting bracket, like where the terminals are on the back, like this. Where the terminals are back here. This is actually connected to the device. This is only Spectralert also. Only the MCC. The MC, the multi-candela version, has this. The newer one, the newer Classic, has the little screwdriver or little insert tool design. That's how it mounts. The normal ones just have the screw, like on the strobe you see, that I have, because that's not the multi-candela. But this one does have a dead horn. That's why I've been using the ceiling mount versions of these. Now this is fixed mount. Fixed candela 1575, I believe. This does have screws. I don't think the new ones even had. I'm not sure if they made any new ones of these, but the new ones don't have this. I don't think the little screwdriver insert. I think they always had the screws. But as you can see, here's the candela slider. So they always had that pretty much, except this one's up here and this one's down here. Candela windows on the side on this one, candelas on the front on this one, and the new L series. Also, one thing that's different, this pulls down from the top. So like if you put it on here, go down that way. As with the regular Spectralert, it goes, geez, that one's hard to come off, but it pulls out. And great, my light just turned off. Sorry about that. I probably will be fixing that soon. I will be doing some reviews of some electrical appliances. And there we go again. Well, I guess that's why I usually use my studio lights, but apparently that was a bad idea not to use them today. So as you can see, all the mounting brackets are the same for these Spectralerts, the Spectralert Advanced series. You could take one of, let's say, the horns. Oops. Get it off right here. And then, see, they're exact same plate. You can put it on this plate. Whatever. I just changed the plates out. But that's fine. But with the new L series and stuff, you can't do that, because this is single gang and that's double gang. But you could do that with the regular ones. Classic also, it's a little bit kind of bigger than these. They tried to keep them the same size, I'm guessing. This one's trying to be the same size. I'm pretty sure that's why they tried to do that. As you can see, the unit itself is really small. If you look at the advance, obviously there's nothing in here, so it's just this part. The L series kind of hides it, but it's just this little area right there. So the Spectralert design has always been pretty small. Moving on to the advance. See, this is one of their new designs. They had the very loud horn compared to this, which kind of sounds like a smoke alarm. And I'm not talking about 3K. So this had temporal 3. It had high and medium and low volume, which now on this they only have medium and low, high and low. Which I guess you really don't need medium. I mean, nobody ever set it to anything anyway. I doubt it. Everybody just left it on high volume. Code 3. There's the little candela selector. Same thing as on the new ones. The new design. See that one right there? This is the SGR single gang red strobe. This thing has pins on it, and then this thing doesn't have any pins on the back. The pins, I guess you could say, kind of stick out right here. So that one works. But yeah, this thing has a little screw terminal. I mean, like, whatever you want to call this thing. You change it with the screw dial. But with the original Spectralerts, there were dip switches, and that included 2 different tones. So if you look here, so volume was the first switch, temporal or non-temporal was the second switch, and tone was the third switch. So you could kind of see this little chart here, on and off. So if it was off, it was low volume. If it was on, it's high volume. If switch number 2 is off, it's temporal, and if it's on, it's non-temporal, which is continuous. And then if it's off, it's on electrical and mechanical, and this one's on 30,000 hertz or 3K, which was brought back on the new L series, but it fell out on the advanced series, which just has 1 tone and continuous. As you can see, same thing. Oops, this is the chime, but the chime has a few different tones on it, as you can see. This thing has 9 different selections, and this thing has 8 on it. So, chime has a lot more options. So, it's very simple to snap this on. The original one does not have these little things where you could twist it on. You see, like, the little holes where you can put the screw in. Like, you put the screw, there's 2 screws here, and then you put the screws in the big holes, and then you could, like, turn it so that, I don't know how to explain it. But the regular classic, it's fixed holes, so you really can't have too much flexibility, like where to put it. Like, if it was not straight, you can't really move it without, like, repositioning the back box. So yeah, this is the P2R. This is just a regular one. This is the P2WL. This is their new design, of course. The oops. This is the only Spectralert that has the design where the strobe is flat, which is something I thought was interesting. The strobe is like this, when usually on the regular ones it's pointing outwards. So mostly it would just be flashing so that you could see it from all angles and down. So basically the strobe would go like that. But with the new ones, it basically just, you could see the strobe and it flashes outwards, which is nicer, I think, in my opinion, because it gets more coverage, but it also can be more in your eyeballs, so I guess that's not really good. So the multi-candela versions of these. So here's all the candelas. So we got 15. Oops, trying to get this in the camera. 15, 1575, 30, 75, 110 on this one. Now with the advance, it's a little harder to do backwards. 15 candela. Ouch, this hurts. But 15, 1575, 30, 95, 110, and 115. Now, this one, you have 15, 30. We do not have 1575, obviously, because this strobe is facing face out. So that's not really an option. Oops, I just skipped every candela. Try and get this in shot. 75, 95, 110, 115, and 185. That candela selection, some of those are higher than the high version, like the high candela version of the Spectralert Advanced, which I'll show you right now. Now here's the high candela, the P2RH high candela version of the Spectralert Advanced. As you can see, same thing. I'm sure that they're going to add new lenses. I mean, they're already selling them, but that's how that is. So this one doesn't have like the full candela selection, just has higher than this one has. So 135 is the lowest, 115 is the highest on this one, and then Jesus, it's hard to turn. So then the next highest is 150, and then 185 candela. So that's the exact same highest candela of these. So this is basically like this alarm mixed with this alarm, except it's missing a few candelas here and there. But I think it's nicer because that means you could have these in bigger buildings and not have to order different alarms, which this one is probably more expensive, I'm guessing. And yeah, same selection that this has. So it's basically the same alarm, I'm just saying. They also had coding on this, which they do not have on this one. All they have is temporal 3 and then continuous. So that's all for the regular tone, and then they have the regular 3K tone on this one. So temporal 3, 3K, and continuous 3K. So it's like this alarm, but 3K on this one did not have the volume selection, so it would be set on oh wait, no it didn't. It had high or low, but it wasn't like a set number on that. It was like you had to use a different dip switch to do that. But yeah, now let's go take a look inside the boxes and let me clean this off. Okay guys, so here are all the boxes. Yes, I know this is a speaker strobe, this is a speaker strobe box, this is the regular box for this. I threw away all the other boxes because I had the regular Spectralert and then the Spectralert Advance, like for my first alarms. So I couldn't really save that box, but here is the Spectralert Classic type box. So as you can see, it has a picture of the alarm. It's nice. Gives all their features. Like that. Has other things on the side. Here you can see Spectralert Advanced pictures on all sides. Nice Spectralert Advanced big and system sensor. Not much else on the top. There's your little label. System sensor, system sensor, system sensor on the bottom. It says system sensor on it. And then it says the bottom on here. That one says made in Mexico. They also made in Mexico because they're made in Mexico. Here are the new L series boxes. As you see, very plain. It's just blue box. I'm guessing it says system sensor on the other side, but all they did was put the sticker on there. Yeah, they like use the little label underneath to cover it up. Maybe this was like a smoke detector box or something. They just had to do it really quick. As you can see, they did not change the AV, so that's kind of like promoting it like they did on here. Except they use like actual pictures of the alarm. These boxes are the same. I think they didn't have any grills on the regular Spectralert box. But as you can see on here, if it's a horn strobe, it has the little dots there. If it's just a strobe, it just has that. And you can see this double gang, the regular one, has that little design, and then this one shows that single gang on it because it's more compact. If you look at it, see, it looks like exactly the alarm. These have always come with these little screws, and then the limitations of life safety alarms. Obviously, they're bigger boxes, which is weird because these are both speaker strobes, but this one's bigger. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But one thing I like about the Spectralert series boxes is that they are able to, the alarms themselves, the speaker strobes, they're able to mount on a single gang back box. Or at least one of the thick back ones, like the square ones, not the rounded corner ones, if you guys understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, I think that's going to conclude it. Obviously, there's not much I could say about the L series because all we have now is horn strobes and strobes. I'm sure soon that they'll come out with speaker strobes. And then horn onlys, I'm not sure if they have them out yet. But they'll also have mini horns, you know. Ceiling mounts, like that. And I'm sure they'll have a bunch of other stuff. Everything's falling over here. Lenses. But yeah, that's going to conclude my review of the Spectralert series. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Jeez. Peace out.